So here we have this proof where we're given that angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. That's our first statement. And we're also given that 2 and 3 are sup. Okay. We're given the figure as well, and we're trying to prove 1 congruent to 3. So your alarm bells here should be ringing, okay? Because we have one, they give us one substatement. And if they give us linear pair, we can convert this into a substatement. We look at our proof sheet. There's only one theorem on here that starts with linear pair, and that's this one here, sup theorem. If we're given linear pair, we can say they are sup using the sup theorem. So we're going to go ahead and convert. The strategy here is we're going to go ahead and convert this into sup statement, right? 1 and 2 are sup. Then we'll have two substatements. We'll have 1 and 2 in sup, and we'll have 2 and 3 are sup. So given two substatements, what does that unlock? It unlocks this congruent subs theorem, right? For congruent subs theorem, we need two substatements saying that two different angles are sup to the same angle. Then we could use this, if we do have those two substatements, we could use this theorem to say that the two angles are congruent. Same way we could use the complementary congruent complements theorem. To use this one, we need two congruent complement statements. And then we can go ahead and say the two angles that are comp to the same angle are congruent. So anyhow, that's the overall strategy that we want to use here. But of course, we're going to start with our first step, which is drawing the T-chart and statements of reasons. So it's statements, reasons, and then label number 1, our first row. And we're going to say angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pair. And we're also going to say angle 2 and angle 3 sup, given. So again, like I said, we have linear pairs, so we want to convert that, and that's going to convert into a substatement, right? Linear pairs right here is the only theorem here that starts with linear pair, and we could say now that the two angles are sup using the sup theorem. So I'm going to say angle 1 and angle 2 sup, and the reason here is sup theorem. Now we have two substatements, right? So you want to think to yourself, like, okay, well, what are the two angles that are sup to the same angle? Well, there's only one angle in both of these substatements. It's angle 2. So 1 sup to 2 and 3 also sup to 2. So what are the two angles that are both sup to the same angle? It's angle 1 and 3. So I'm going to be able to say angle 1 congruent to angle 3. And my reason is going to be congruent subs theorem. Okay. So again, we're coming back over here. Congruent subs theorem, we need to have two substatements like we do. And if we do, then we're able to say that the two angles that are sup to the same angle are congruent. Reason is congruent subs theorem. And we are done because that is the proof statement. So a 3-step proof here.